Hello and welcome back to another video today here again on Forza Horizon 5, joined again by Failgames, this time for an underrated versus overrated supercar challenge, effectively. So I'm going to be representing the underrated supercar in the Honda NSX, which for some reason in Forza is called an Acura NSX, but anyway, and Fail's going to be, well, take a guess what Fail's going to choose as the overrated supercar that we both think is overrated. Well, I mean, aside from the fact it's on the thumbnail, I might as well tell you then that he's taking a Huracan, which we both, well, don't particularly see the point of. But anyway, let's see which is best, the underrated Honda NSX or the overrated Lamborghini Huracan.
So, first challenge, A to B with PR stunts. First person there gets 1 point. Person who wins the most PR stunts on the way there gets half a point. First person to 3 points wins! Why have you got a bullet hole in the side of your car? Is that supposed to be where the key goes?
Yes, I think that's the lock. I think it's just... well, it's a cheap car, relatively speaking, even compared to that thing.
It looks like a bullet hole, seriously.
Wait, there isn't one on... I suppose that makes sense. There isn't one on that side.
Anyway.
Why doesn't it just have a remote central locking key with buttons like everything
Why
else
would
these
you
days?
want that? Why? I hate cars that don't have a manual key. Every car should have to have a manual way of starting it in case the battery dies. Anyway.
That's a good
When
point.
you're ready. 3, 2, 1, go! It's a very long drive, so we'll have lots of time to talk about how my car is overrated and your car is, well, underrated. You want to start with the Honda being underrated?
Sure, there's not really much to say about it, is there, other than people didn't buy them for some reason.
People kind of overlook it because it's a hybrid V6, so everyone's like, oh, it's an eco car, it must be terrible. It's not, it's really nice actually. And the V6
well, given when it came out, your only other options for hybrid cars were LaFerraris and P1s.
Yeah, that's
good
also
value
true.
for money.
When it was originally announced, people were quite excited, and then the purists turned... Oh wait, we need to be drifting. Then the purists turned up and waved their moustaches, and actually they don't have moustaches, they're about 12 years old, most of them. Well, basically everyone went, let's do the proper NSX. So basically you have the reason that's underrated is because it's a weak hybrid, apparently, allegedly. It isn't. It's got power, and it's, at least in the world of Forza, really nice to drive.
For anybody that says this isn't an NSX, a Huracan? Very purist Lamborghini, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely not sharing a platform with an Audi.
And at that, the most boring Audi in the world.
And yes, before you all comment below, I know the Audi is based on the Huracan, not the other way round, but I don't care, they're still the same car.
And we all know that's complete and utter bollocks. It's not.
They're just built at the same time, neither is based on the other,
No,
they're just
it's based
developed
on
at the
the
same
Audi.
time.
They built a platform for the Audi and they then decided to make a Lamborghini out of it. By the way, how many points did you get? I got 65,000.
Less, because I hit a tree.
Okay, 1-0 on the PR stance.
Well, sort of, but I suppose technically speaking, the
no, it's
Gallardo was there first, and then Audi based an R8 on it, and then...
The only reason they claim that the Audi is based on the Huracan is so that they can sell more Audis as being Lamborghinis, and no, people don't complain about the Lamborghini being an Audi.
They just launched the Lamborghini
88,000.
first to confuse people. That sounds clever. 119,000.
1-1 on the PR stunts. This car, it's just way too common. I can't stand common cars. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, stop drifting. 137.
2-1 to the Honda NSX. I mean, any car that you see just by going into a business street is not a car you want to own. And more than that, it looks horrible. I don't know why people like this look of it. Look, wait, okay, I'm just going to slow down a bit. The nose is too short. The angle is much too steep at the front.
Turn sharp left.
Oh, whoops. It looks like a people carrier. That's a bad analogy.
Turn sharp left.
Bad comparison.
It doesn't look like a Lamborghini anyway, which is kind of the point of it.
It just looks stupid. Well, no, the point of it is to sell people... Oh, I've failed. So it's 3-1 on the PR stunts for the Honda.
The point is to sell to people who can't afford other Lamborghinis.
Yes, this is the
99
car for everyone who can't afford a Aventador. So this is the Audi TT of Lamborghinis. Hello, Sesto Elemento. What's our other problem with the Huracan? Oh yeah, it's much too heavy.
And it's a lot worse than the car it replaced.
Yes. The Gallardo is brilliant in every single way, apart from maybe fuel consumption. That probably wasn't improved by this. And this car, no, it's boring. It's mass-produced rubbish. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if on the bottom of it it said "Made in China." Hot Wheels. Oh, people want to join our convoys. Are you getting that notification?
No, they must just approve of your car. I've hit a tree.
Oh god. This car, by the way, inspired by Forza, the Forza community, and what they like painting on their vehicles. Actually, you do realise if I beat you, the whole challenge kind of falls apart as this being overrated and yours being underrated. Why
That's a
did I
good
pull
point.
the handbrake through there? I promise
You
that
are
wasn't
being
intentional.
chased by a psycho as well, which is slightly
92.
worrying for you. 106.
I would have had about 106 had I not pulled the handbrake like an idiot. So basically, Petrol wins the PR stunts, which means we can now entirely focus on... Or does he? No, he doesn't! He doesn't, actually! So now we can go do some drifting, which this car is good at in films, but not in Forza, because it doesn't want to oversteer. Handling just feels slow. Again, this is a car. But it basically... The only good thing is that there aren't any bad things, if you will, on the drive. It's a bit heavy, but it's okay. It's nothing special, but there's nothing wrong with it, if that makes sense. And that is not what I want from a car.
It's a supercar people go for if they don't want to choose a supercar.
Yes.
They just want
It's like-
an supercar.
Or an badge.
They're the kind of people who walk into a Lamborghini dealer and go, I want a Lamborghini. And have no idea what they're looking at.
There's an argument for that being the Aventador. Actually, the Urus. Imagine walking into a Honda dealership and saying, I'd like a Honda, and you walk out with that, though.
If you walk into a Honda dealership and say, I want a Honda, you walk out with a lawnmower.
Imagine ordering a lawnmower and you get an NSX. That should be the comparison from now on. How to decide which car is better. If you walk into a dealership and say, I'd like a insert brand name here, will you be disappointed with the outcome?
What, so for example, if you walk into a Ferrari dealer and say, I'd like a Ferrari, and they go, no, you're not on our list of registered customers, and you walk away with nothing.
No, I was thinking more along the lines of, if you... Oh, 278.
73.
Ooh. 2 to 3 to the Honda. No, but if you go into a Honda dealership asking for a lawnmower, you will be happy to receive an NSX. However, if you go into a Lamborghini dealership asking for a Veneno and end up with this, you will be gutted. I mean, imagine if you bought a Sesto Elemento and then Lamborghini rings you and says, we've got a new car, would you like it? Sure, I'll buy it. Huh? What the hell is this?
Yes,
Well,
they've not done a Sesto Elemento 2 based on the Huracan yet, have they?
What is the Huracan? What is the Sesto? Whoa!
The Sesto Elemento is based on the
Oh,
Gallardo.
wow, I got distracted. Oh, that's... Oh! Petrol
Aha!
wins, but I win the PR stunts, I think.
Affable Psycho would like to join your convoy.
Yes, exactly. I've had that before.
Less than you, because I just sort of fell off.
It is 1 to 0.5 to the Honda NSX. I want to go racing with them to see what's what.
So on that basis, is this car based on a lawnmower?
That's probably a Honda bike, actually. Oh, there's a McLaren and a wall. Whoa! Why do I look backwards? And every time I look backwards, bad things happen.
It's a Porsche with Forza aero.
All of these cars sound identical. Everything's got Forza aero. Come on, Lamborghini Murcielago, you're kind of letting the side down. Ah! Oh, there's a Nissan that's overrated. I should have taken that.
Unfortunately, although I'm ahead of you, I'm behind an R8, which kind of defeats the point of showing that this is better.
Well, at least it's showing up
Aha!
the R8's better than this.
Kill it.
But, yes! The R8's also way too short in the front. These cars
It's the
have
same car.
literally the same problems. Ow! Okay, that was my fault again.
Oh, that's an interesting corner.
Lamborghini versus Ferrari.
Oh my god, the
first time this
Reventon's
week,
got a wing
probably.
on it.
All of them have wings on them. It's ridiculous.
They're all jumping.
The handling is... I don't know, the handling isn't as responsive as you'd expect it to be.
This does suffer from slight understeer, I think, all-wheel drive, but that might be more to do with my drive.
This also suffers from understeer. Even though I was under the impression that everyone kept saying that it was actually fine. Although, obviously not. I maintain this car is overrated.
It
And I
is.
also maintain that the Honda's underrated. Nothing about my driving this car has been able to convince me that this is in fact a good car. I mean, again, it's a perfectly alright car. There's nothing particularly wrong with it apart from the fact that it's
Just
too
not
heavy and
good enough
understeers a
to
bit,
be
but...
bought by as many people as it is.
Yes.
Whereas
Ah!
this barely sold and is actually quite a good car.
And looks awesome. I'm convinced a lot of it is it's
It's a V6 hybrid! What has that got to do with a supercar?
I've been beaten by a Murcielago, which is good and bad at the same time.
3, 2, 1, go. Suddenly loads of traffic behind me. How strange.
Oh, I think I may be reeling you in. I do just have more horsepower than...
Gotta go around a Jeep.
That was highly interesting. You just pushed the car. Oh, he's crashing into everything.
Bouncing off things. Oh, there's a Bronco there.
Yeet! Oh, I'm slightly dead. If Petrol wins, he wins the challenge. If I win, we have to do off-road racing.
Come on, Honda, you're from the country that's invented drifting.
How can a country invent drifting? Come on, Lamborghini, you're from the country that invented looking good. I have a number.
Excellent. This is actually doing surprisingly well.
Also looks actually quite successful. It starts with
New personal best.
a 1.
1.
3.
7.
Petrol wins in the underrated car, thus beating the overrated car. Congratulations to the Honda, and everyone who owns a Lamborghini Aventador, no, Huracan, should immediately sell it and have it replaced with a Honda NSX.
Excellent.
It's clearly superior in every way.
I suppose there's no point either of us telling the audience which car we would rather have. Because if that wasn't already obvious, it should be.
The Aston Martin DBS.
Indeed. So there we go, that's what happened in today's challenge, underrated versus overrated supercars here on Forza Horizon 5, and rather proving our point, the Honda NSX won, proving that it is a rather underrated supercar that is in fact better than the rather overrated Huracan. But that is all for today's video, so as always do go and check out Fail's channel, which will be linked in the description, but otherwise thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next video very soon.